I thought I was recording a bunch of stuff before this, but I wasn't. My phone was just sitting here. But I'm making this chicken, patted it dry, seasoned it with salt and some baking soda because that helps it get crispy skin, pepper, garlic powder, and like Italian herbs. And so I'm gonna let this just like chill with the seasoning on it while I prep the veg, and then I'll probably pat it dry again before I cook it. So here's me getting my onion and my garlic, and I'm just gonna slice up all the veg into like pretty big pieces just so it can roast under my chicken. Fennel, I kind of bought this on a whim. I made some fennel tomato soup a while ago and remembered that I like fennel. I always forget how I should cut it. I don't know. Yeah. Rainbow carrots. Just cutting up my rainbow carrots into some big chunks as well. And I also did a couple stalks of celery that I also just washed and put into big old chunks. Everything's just a big chunk. And I just peeled all this garlic, but I basically just put whole cloves into the roast. And then I just seasoned everything. I sliced up some lemons that I just roasted with everything, so you get a nice little like charred lemon. So I mix that all in with the vegetables. Put the olive oil on it, put the salt on it, put the pepper on it. Mixed it up. So now I'm patting the chicken dry. When you let it sit with the seasoning and stuff on it, that obviously seasons the chicken, but it also will like pull liquid out of it. So if you just pat it dry before you cook it, it just helps it crisp up in the oven. So dry every part of it, the inside, the outside. And then I'm putting a couple of those lemon slices inside the cavity as well. Yay. And then I'm just like dumping the veg on there, and I had to kind of finesse, just like flip the chicken around, put the chicken on top of the veg. It's okay. Got me chicken and veg, and the oven's preheated, so I'm gonna put it in there, and it's just gonna cook until I feel like it's done. So while I baked that chicken, I just heated up some of my frozen beans. And then I wanted to make gravy, so I just like scooped up some flour to have, and I was just waiting for the chicken to be done. So when it was done, I just had to trust myself that it was done. Normally I test it with a meat thermometer, but mine died. And I had a replacement battery, and I tried putting it in, and it was still dead, so I'm still a little upset about that. But yeah, to make the gravy, you basically just take all the drippings from the pan, and you just put flour in it. I don't think I actually got footage of me putting the flour in this, but just trust that I did that, and it thickened up. And then you just strain it. So that's the gravy. You just get all the weird solid pieces out, and I put it back in the pan just to like hold it to be warm. And it was delicious. So yeah, then I just started serving it up. I cut myself a little chicken leg. Put it on the pan. Don't know why I struggled with that. But I got myself a bunch of the roasted vegetables. Scooped that on there. I was whistling. Got my beans. I put the gravy on it. And yeah, this was quite delightful. I have some plans to cook some things today. It'll be time consuming. I just went to the store. It's snowing. It was a little treacherous. But yeah, so I just got home. I put everything away and I'm really hungry and I need a breakfast sandwich immediately. So I'm gonna make a breakfast sandwich and I'm gonna make another pot of coffee even though it's noon in my French press. So yeah, for my breakfast sandwich, here I am slicing a pepper that you can't see, but by God, it's a pepper. Bread. So I just toast up my bread while I get my eggs ready. I'm just doing 2 eggs for my one sandwich. Just put a little salt in it and scramble it up. I'm slicing up some sharp cheddar cheese for the sandwich. 1 giant jar of mayo. Putting the mayo lightly on both sides of the bread. And then I'm just putting a little bit of oil in the pan to fry my eggs. I just pour them in and let them like spread out into the pan so they're like a big circle. And then you can just kind of like let it cook on one side and solidify. And then I kind of fold it up like into a half and then into a quarter so it makes a little like triangle. And it fits really well on a sandwich, but I also forgot to put my cheese in it, so I open it back up. Put the cheese in between the folds of the egg, okay? And then you close it back up again, and then the cheese is enveloped by the egg. And so the cheese melts on the inside. And yeah, so it's like a little triangle, you see? Ain't that nice? Pepper. Just gonna use some brine from the jalapenos. Oh God. The salt and pepper. Sand them. And a coffee. It's time to embark on a culinary journey. Gonna make pho. I've never made pho before, but I am a broth girly. I love to eat broth. It's really easy to make. It's always like so delicious. And I just watched some YouTube videos about it. I took notes. I'm just gonna do what they told me to do. So we'll see. Yeah, basically, my partner and I went to the Asian market yesterday with the intention of just buying some frozen gyoza and like a snack, but we ended up buying a bunch of shit to make pho. So yeah, but it takes a long time to simmer the broth because you do have to make like a bone broth, which takes like several hours. So we ended up not making it yesterday because we didn't get home until like late in the afternoon. It's low-key kind of late now, but it'll be fine because I'm not doing anything else. So I'm gonna get started. So you need some bones. These are frozen. I got some neck bones. Put them in my big pot. I also got some shank bones. So I'm just gonna cover this with a little water and start boiling it. There it is. So there's just enough water to cover the bones and you only have to get it boiling and boil it for like 2 or 3 minutes, which I think is more just to like remove the like scum, because yeah, you'll take it out and then we'll put other stuff in there too. Now I'm gonna prep the aromatics. Have some ginger and you're supposed to cut it like long ways and I'm kind of scared. Wow, look at it. Wow, it smells good. Oh, and there's this piece too. So, I'm just gonna peel the skin. Whoa. Two peeled onions. So now I'm gonna char these. I'm gonna broil them. It's still not boiling. I guess I could toast my spices while I'm waiting. I got these. It's the fall spices, cinnamon, cloves, star anise, coriander, something else. Fennel comes with a little spice bag. Oh, it smells really good. Put it all in a dry pan, and I'm gonna put my ginger and onions in the broiler. Okay, they're starting to get a little browned and they smell really good. They're all in there and it smells really good. Got it wrapped up like that. Check on my onion and whatnot. I'm going to drain the bones. Oh, it smells beefy. They also said to rinse them, so I'm gonna do that. Bones. So now I washed out that pot, my bones, the spices, my onions, ginger. It smells really good. There's enough water to cover everything and like a little more, so I think that's all I'm gonna put in there. You simmer it for 2 hours and then you take out the aromatics and then you leave the bones in and simmer it for another like 6 hours. So it's a waiting game, baby. So while I'm making this broth, I mean, it's just gonna be chilling. The other thing I was gonna make today is something with these cranberries that I've had in my fridge for like weeks. They're starting to get kind of wrinkly. I just took all of these out that are like soft and weird, but the rest seem fine. I didn't want to make just like cranberry sauce, although I do enjoy a cranberry sauce. So I was thinking about making like a cranberry syrup, and then while I was kind of like pondering that and like what else I could do, I found a recipe for a cranberry shrub, which is basically a syrup but made with vinegar. So it's like sweet and tangy, plus it's cranberry, so that's already kind of like tart, and that sounded really good. You can put it in drinks. That's what I want, so that's what I'm gonna make. Okay, so the recipe I found, it's a Martha Stewart recipe, and it calls for some black peppercorns, that much. I feel like it could be more. It's supposed to be a tablespoon, but I had to like reduce the recipe a little bit. because some of these cranberries were not good. Toasting a lot of spices today. So the peppercorns are fragrant. Do all my cranberries. A cup of sugar. So that's really hot. Careful. Doesn't need to be crazy hot. Stop being crazy hot. I think you're gonna burn. Like, maybe I should do the liquids first. I think this is white wine vinegar. I'm gonna take the little doodad off so that it actually comes out. Okay, I feel better now. And 2/3 of a cup of cherry vinegar. And then the sugar, a cup of sugar. Oh yeah, and a bunch of bay leaf. It said 15 of them. I'm not doing that. I'll do like, you know, how about that much? And then you just bring it up to a simmer. It said don't boil it, let it be hot. And the cranberries just let it break down. So I'll do that. It does look incredibly festive. The cranberries are bursting. Ah, whoa. Ah, I don't think I should like crush them. Ooh, it smells really cranberry, you know. I love cranberries. Ah. Okay, it's really fun to pop them. Ah, yeah, it's so red now. You guys see it? So this is it now. All the cranberries are popped. It's really like pretty and red. Basically, once it's like where it's at, it just says to put it in a container and put it in the fridge for a day, and then I'll strain it tomorrow. So I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I trust this. Okay, here it is. So I'll just put this in the fridge. It's really hot. And then I'll strain it tomorrow. And I was thinking, so I mean, obviously you can put it in like a cocktail or something, or I like to just mix syrups with like some sparkling water. But in the summer I was making a lot of like matcha lemonades, and I think a little like cranberry shrub matcha situation would be like so tasty. So I might do that in the future. Otherwise, yeah, I'll probably just make some cute little BEVS. Yay! So now it's the future. I left everything boiling in the pot for 2 hours. So at this point, I'm taking out all of the aromatics. So I'm taking out the onion and the ginger and the spice bag. I take it all out, and then I just left it to keep simmering with just the bones in it for another like 6 hours. And I think I kind of cut up the footage. It's gonna jump to the future again. So then it's like way in the future. I'm wearing my robe. It was late. I wanted to go to bed. I had to finish this broth. I'm putting fish sauce in it. Oh, I took the bones out too. Some MSG. Real MSG heads know you should cook with it. It's good. It makes stuff taste good. It's not poison. Don't be scared. So I put some of that in there. Chicken bouillon paste and palm sugar. I just did one little guy. And then you just like mix it up, give it a taste, and just kind of like add more of everything as needed until it tastes good. And then I'm just straining it into a bowl, and you can't see it because I'm standing in front of it, but here it is. So I just put that in the fridge overnight. So next day, LOL, got a haircut. I look different. I fried some tofu, and then I boiled some rice noodles I had. I was scared of making too much, but it ended up being fine. So you just boil them and then rinse them off and put your cold cooked noodles into the bowls. I'm making two because I'm making one for me and my BF. So yeah, and then I just put all the toppings in, like the tofu and some sliced white onions, as well as some cilantro, green onions, as well as some thinly sliced jalapeno. And then I just topped everything with the hot broth. I low-key should have like put hot water in these bowls before assembling everything because this got cold really fast and I had to heat it up. But it was still really good. I also put Thai basil on there. Yeah, and it was yummy. And we had it 2 nights in a row. Hi! I'm gonna make a delightful beverage featuring my cranberry shrub. The shrub. Ugh. Maybe that's probably enough. A cold sparkling water. This is like a little packet of matcha. The matcha. It got so much further down than I thought it would. It's gonna be ugly when I mix it up, but that's gonna be okay. It's just green. That's really good. The shrub is so tart. I'm gonna dilute it more. But yeah, this is a delight. I was making a ton of matcha lemonade in the summer, and this kind of does the same. It's actually kind of easier with the shrub because you don't have to like cut up a lemon or anything. You just, the shrub is already like acidic and sour and very cranberry-y. Yum. And that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching. I've got more cooking stuff coming soon, so stay tuned. Thanks.